Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, knock, knock, knock. Let's see, what do we have going on here tonight? Aquarius. And so our card is the Knight of Discs. And this is all about kind of mastery of works, of things having to do with the material, collecting and controlling resources. And really a lot of hard work, ultimately, gained through hard work. Okay, so seeing kind of really a lot of motifs about maybe child and mother. Okay, right here we have, it looks like a little child kind of climbing up maybe a little ladder, and we have what looks to be maybe a mother or caregiver here, and there's a little heart. Okay, and so I feel that there's a turn towards really kind of this activation of the maternal. Maybe this is turning towards your own mother, towards your child. You know, ultimately it does not have to just be maternal, but this kind of idea of a mother's love being so unconditional, so all-encompassing, safe and protected, a sense of, you know, when we get into a place of peril, when something arises in our life and we have that feeling that we wish we had our mother to hold us. Could also be your father or grandmother or whoever your caregiver was. It's just kind of this concept. It does not actually have to be the mother, right? But I feel that it seems like almost something has kind of happened. Just, I don't know, like you've kind of been knocked off your path a little bit. Something that maybe has been startling to you, or kind of being dealt an unkindness maybe. And so I look up here as well, and I see that we have kind of this large figure that looks like maybe they're wearing a dress or a robe, and it looks like it's kind of built up of all of these fragments, but also holding on to maybe a child. And this one is in that emotional zone and reaching up into the more metaphysical, divine. And I think that this is kind of that feeling of like a mother goddess. I really feel that there's this true pull towards kind of being picked up and coveted. Almost, I get this instinct of like, I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at. This Knight of Discs energy, you have spent your life on this path, doing everything that you needed to do. You know, maybe you raised a family, you worked multiple jobs, you never slept that much, you know, you just really have had to scrape a life together, and you have done it, and maybe then you began to flourish, right? Maybe you still struggle some, but you've worked very hard in one way or another, okay? And then suddenly something altering happens, and you are kind of put right back into that feeling of being a helpless child. That you need help, you need to be cared for. shown, you know, a love that is so warm and comfortable that it makes you forget that bad things can happen in the world. And so I feel like the universe is really, really holding on to you right now. You're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. You're loved. You know, you are witnessed, you are cared for. And however this goes, it's gonna be okay. It might not play out in the way that you conceive in your mind as being like, you know, the best outcome. But whatever happens, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And so we have a butterfly here. Again, the sign of metamorphosis. Growth, evolution, and you're in it. You know, sometimes we can kind of go through life, we meander a bit. There are cycles that seem so slow, and then all of a sudden it's just, you know, one thing after another. Hardships, heartbreaks, ailments, financial things. You know, when it rains, it pours sometimes. There goes TT. And, you know, you're not alone in that at all. But I feel that you are divinely protected. And we have this beautiful angel here. I feel that you are loved by your family. I see a person here standing, looking up. I think that in a lot of ways you're really lucky, because even through these dark days, these difficulties, you have your faith. Whatever you have faith in. And by that faith, you give yourself grace. Enough room, enough love to begin healing again. For things to get sorted out. You know, and I think that truly there are blessings coming. And again, I can't promise, you know, that it's going to look how you want it to, but it will be okay. This doing this reading, I don't know, I feel like crying. Just I don't know what it is. It's just the energy of this. It seems you know, it seems like there's a lot of stress and worry happening. But I also think that you know, there are those moments where you just know that, like, all this stuff, all this life stuff, you know, it comes and it goes. We really don't have a lot of control over that. We have to look for the good here, wherever we can. I remember when I was getting ready to give birth, in those days coming up to, you know, I was going into, I was having contractions, pre-labor. And I was so scared. you know, you just are. No matter who you are, you just are. You can read all the books, you can have all the advice, and when you get closer and closer, and then you start to realize, like, oh, this is, you know, a big deal, you start to you know, worry. Of course, I remember I even like wrote a letter and stuff for my daughter in case something went wrong, and, you know, whatever. But I remember waking up, I think the night before I went into the hospital. I had to get induced, and the night before I went in, and I was having contractions, and just, you know, sitting on the side of the bed in the middle of the night, and I had this overwhelming feeling. No, TT, don't you dare. I had this overwhelming feeling that that the universe was with me, that there was this feeling of a mother, like a universal mother, the consciousness of motherhood, guiding me and just telling me that all I have to do is listen to my body. I just have to listen here. You know, I'll be okay. I just need to keep going forward and be brave. And yeah, it worked out, you know, and you know, God forbid, even if it didn't, it just, things go the way that they're gonna go, and but we're always kind of, you know, being held. And so, so emotional here. I see this bird here, and I know that somebody special is with you. Sometimes I just have these readings, they just overwhelm me. And so I feel that somebody who is past, somebody beloved to you, is seeing you through this. And they're never that far away. Ugh, I'm sorry, I'm having a drink here, my goodness. I don't even know what came over me here. So, I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up because I feel like I'm being a little bit silly. I have a, I wanted to look at this one. It looks like a little chick. And I imagine a little chick kind of out here in the yard pecking at the little pieces of corn kind of on the ground, and just the pleasantness of the little things of life, the beginning, and we're always just a little bit away from the beginning, right? Even when we're at the end, it is so close to another beginning. I just feel kind of, you know, as you go through these things that can be so difficult, whatever they are, there's an opportunity to, you know, either really be hardened by these things, or to find a softness in yourself, a place in yourself that cannot be, you know, darkened or dampened, or, you know, however you want to however you want to call it. But remember that place and go there. That is a refuge, and that is a beauty in you. Okay, and I apologize again. I don't... Oh, Lord. My goodness. All right. I thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you would be so kind as to like the video. If you don't, I understand. This is kind of a emotional one. I don't know. You know, it really is. There becomes like an energy sometimes in these readings, and it just really gets me. I don't know. I step right into it. And so yeah, if you want to like the video, it helps us get in the algorithm, and any kind of engagement does. I'm not going to do the whole spiel for this one, but other than that, if you want, have not subscribed, please think about doing that. If you want to comment, please do. I read all of them. I do, and sometimes it takes me a day or two, but I read them. I keep them in my heart. They have a profound effect on me, and they make me want to do these readings, connecting with you all. Truly, truly. So, once again, I just apologize. I don't know. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes we just, we gotta cry. Even for reasons we don't really understand. Okay, thank you, and we'll talk again soon.